Going up the stairs, turning heads when I ride. Never been south, but represent the north.
Hey, step inside that booth and loosen the top 503 line is alive. Shouts out to the almighty LDBC, Usual Suspects TWT. Be sure to shop usualsuspects6.com if you want to stay dripped up and draped out like your boy. But look, today I want to get my initial thoughts on Devin Haney, Vasil, Lomachenko this weekend, Las Vegas, MGM, pay-per-view, ESPN Plus. Okay, look, I'm very, very excited about this fight, y'all. Very, very excited. Now, the reason why I'm excited is because, shouts out to my boy BFTB, this is the best fight in the best. Despite what you may say or how you may feel about Devin Haney or Vasil Lomachenko, this is number 1 versus number 2. That's right, number 1 versus number 2. Devin Haney is undisputed champion at 135. Okay, Vasil Lomachenko, pound for pound great, Hall of Famer, and he has put himself in position to be the number 2 guy in the lightweight division, coming off of great wins against Nakatani, Richard Coleman, and of course his last fight in Jamie Ortiz. And of course we all know what Devin Haney has done. Defended his undisputed championship in Australia. Beat the man that beat the man in George Ferocious Kambosos. Okay? Now, this fight, it has a lot of layers to it. It's a backstory. It's a lot of animosity and tension towards Team Haney and Team Loma. Now, if you've been around the LDBC, if you've been around the boxing community, you know the history of these two guys. You know that Devin Haney has chased Lomachenko, has tried to fight Lomachenko for many, many years. If you don't know, let me give you a brief, quick rundown of the history. Devin Haney, a couple years back, became the WBC interim champion. He was the mandatory champion. He was the mandatory fighter in line to fight Vasil Lomachenko. Now, for whatever reason, Mauricio Suleiman and the WBC elected to make Vasiliy Lomachenko the franchise champion. So, in a lot of people's eyes, they looked at it like Loma and his team was ducking the Devin Haney fight. So Devin Haney was elevated to the super WBC champion at 135, and this is how the whole email champion came about. Me, myself, personally, I didn't like it. I never liked the whole franchise thing. It causes and creates more confusion. The same thing happened to Jamal Charlo a couple years back. He was the mandatory for Canelo Alvarez. WBC elected to make Canelo Alvarez the franchise champion, therefore elevating Jamal Charlo to the WBC super middleweight champion of the world. Same thing happened to Devin Haney. Now, that created a lot of tension, a lot of animosity. Devin Haney didn't like the situation. Bill Haney did not like the situation. And of course, the Devin Haney's fan base did not like this situation. Okay? So, fast forward. We're here right now, 2023. We all know Devin Haney has become undisputed. He segued and made himself into a star. Okay? So now, we have this fight this weekend. This fight this weekend is creme de la creme, homie. It's number 1 versus number 2. Despite what you may say or what you may feel, Vasil Lomachenko is the number 2 best lightweight in the game. Vasil Lomachenko has challenged himself over and over again, more than any other lightweight besides Devin Haney. Vasil Lomachenko, like I say, he has fought and beat numerous of guys, and he has a couple of losses, but that's okay, because he can redeem himself this weekend with a win and become an undisputed against Devin Haney. Okay? Same thing with Devin Haney. He has an opportunity to solidify his career and beating a Hall of Famer and becoming even higher on the pound for pound list, okay? This fight is very, very important. If you are a boxing purist, if you are a boxing fan, and you're just not a fan of a boxer, this is the fight that you need to watch this weekend. All them other fights a couple weeks ago and last weekend, you know what I'm saying? They was cool. Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia was cool. Shakur Stevenson versus Yoshino, that was cool. You know what I'm saying? All these fights was okay. But this fight this weekend is the fight to watch. Okay? You have to tune in and watch Devin Haney. It's going to be a great, high-level, high-speed chess match. The winner will take all of the jury, all of the hardware. This fight is going to come down to who's the better boxer, who has the better IQ, who has the better game plan, and of course, who has the better adjustments round by round. Initially, I was thinking Devin Haney might stop Vasil Lomachenko. But looking at Lomachenko, his demeanor, how he's coming into this fight, in the press conferences, in the blood, sweat, and tears, all access, I honestly don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm still undecided, but this fight is the best fight of this quarter. And I will continue to say that. You know what I'm saying? Because, yes, Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis was a blockbuster event. It was high entertainment. You know, superstars came out for this fight and shit like that. But this fight, if you're a boxing fan, it means way more. Because not only is it for undisputed, it's for pound legacy, and it's for Hall of Fame status. Okay? If Devin Haney beats Vasil Lomachenko, he will become probably number one pound for pound on a lot of guys' list. Same thing for Lomachenko. If he beats the young phenom in Devin Haney, the undisputed champion, he will re-solidify himself as a great Hall of Fame pound for pound, possibly number one fighter. So this fight has a lot of layers to it. Okay? You have to tune in this weekend. You have to tune in tomorrow. ESPN Plus, one of the best cards by far I've seen put together. All in one night. You know, Top Rank, I always give Top Rank their cards for this. They have one of the best systems in place for these type fights. You know what I'm saying? Because they build up the card, they build up the fight. You got like 7 to 8 fights. You got the undercard on ESPN Plus. You have the co-main, the main. You know what I'm saying? And that undercard as well. So you're getting like maybe 6-7 fights all in one night. You know what I'm saying? And you also have 2 championship fights on that card as well with Maloney as well. He will be, you know, defending his not defending, but he will be fighting for a title as well. So this card is gonna be great. The main event is really what captured me to be interested in this card. You have to tune in. This is for legacy. And I do think Devin Haney will solidify himself this weekend. Now, what entails and what happens next, you know we're going to get to that. You know we're going to talk about that. But Vasil Lomachenko, Devin Haney, by far one of the best fights of 2023. And I think it only gets bigger from here. The winner of this fight possibly could fight Tank Davis, possibly could fight Shakur Stevenson, or Devin Haney could possibly move up and fight the winner of Teofimo Lopez, Josh Taylor. You know what I'm saying? He could possibly fight Regis. You know what I'm saying? Sabril Matias. I mean, Devin Haney will have options. And this furthermore proves my point that Devin Haney is a star, because if he beats Vasil Lomachenko, he will have options similar to what Tank Davis has. Now, I'm not saying he's Tank Davis, he's a superstar pay-per-view seller. No. But he is a star. He's consistently fought out in front of massive crowds. MGM probably will be sold out this weekend. This fight will be on pay-per-view. So Devin Haney is transitioning to that superstar status. He is a star right now, though. And I look forward to seeing him victorious. But if Lomachenko could come definitely come upset the apple cart, and Lomachenko could go on to fight Tank Davis, make a lot of money, fight Shakur Stevenson for legacy, make some good money in that fight. So the winner of this fight, man, the sky's the limit for them. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video. It's your boy 503 Line. Shouts out to the almighty LDBC, TWT, and of course, Usual Suspects, man. It's the Usual Suspect thing. Be sure to shop usualsuspect6.com. H-Time for real, and we up out of here, y'all. Deuces.
Hit them with that act reacher. Y'all gonna learn today. I'm a teacher. That act reacher. Get into the bag. A little loud, a little loud.